everybody, hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about light bar. First we're going to compare the weights of them, and then we're going to talk a little bit about durability. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. For starters, we have a 24 inch, a 28 inch, and a 32 inch. Those are the size bars we're going to be comparing. And I have a standard bar in each one of those. So to start each length, I'll measure the standard bar, or I'll weigh the standard bar for that class, and we'll get a baseline for that. And we'll go from there. Okay? So to start with, let's do the steel. This is actually they call this a 25. Steel calls it a 25. But I don't really, we'll stack them up as I grab the other ones. This is a standard steel. The scale was zeroed, by the way. I don't know if you could see that or not. So we are at 3 pounds, 10 ounces on that one. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. Now, let's grab the Simura. This is the Simura Ultralight. It says laser on it. That's their market. That's what they market under. When you buy this bar, it says Simura Ultralight. There's your Ultralight, but it is labeled as a laser. And let's see the difference in size. Stand them up side by side. So you're looking about 3/16 of an inch right here on top. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. Can you see it here? About 3/16 of an inch. Not quite a quarter, but that's your size difference. So let's keep going. So 2 pounds, 10.6 ounces. So almost a pound lighter. Wow, that's impressive. Very impressive. Now we go with the Husky, and we can compare that in size as well. Again, this one's about a quarter inch. About a quarter inch shorter. 2 pounds, 12.7 ounces. A little bit heavier. 2 ounces, roughly 2 ounces heavier than the Simura Ultralight. And that's it for the 25s. I'm sorry, I only have, or 24s. That's all I have for the 24-inch bars. So let's dive right into the 28s. For 24, 25-inch bars, I don't typically do a whole lot with lightweight. So for standard, we're just going to take this Archer Pro, and we're going to 28-inch, 4 pounds, 0.4 ounces. 4 pounds, 0.4 ounces. Okay, and we'll do the same thing. We'll compare lengths. And there you go. I'm going to say that's about 3/8 of an inch. You see that? I'm definitely going to say we're sporting about 3/8 of an inch, maybe a little more there. So definitely the Archer bar is definitely, now this one is off of a this is a D176, I believe, for an Echo. So this one is a different bar, but so that one was 4.04, I believe. Let's see where we are. 2 pounds, 11.3 ounces. Wow. 2 pounds, 11.3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see where this Sugi measures up lengthwise first. These guys are the same. And Fran, they're the same. £3 pounds, 3.8 ounces. And you can definitely, you can feel that. You can actually feel that. I could anyway. As soon as I grabbed the Sugi Hera, I knew it was going to be a little heavier. Now for the Husky. In the 28, the Huskies typically are a little bit longer. Yes, they are. Definitely. It's about 5/8 of an inch, I'd say. Let's see what it weighs. 3 pounds, 3.9 ounces. Now the Sugi was a steel pattern. The Husky is obviously a Husky pattern. But 3 pounds, 3.9 ounces for the Husky. So it's right in line with that Sugihara. And the steel is definitely... and I don't have a 28-inch ultralight. I wish I did, but I don't have one for this comparison. So let's just do the Tsumura, the standard Tsumura lightweight. And again, 28 steel pattern. And it's just a little bit shorter. Not, I'd say probably about a 3/16 again. Set this one up there. And we are, wow, 2 pounds, 15.8 ounces. That's nice. And that's it for the 28-inch bars. Now let's dive into the 32s. For a standard bar comparison, I have this Oregon Power Cut. It is a standard, you know, no lightweight, nothing like that. And this is a Husqvarna tail. It's a D009. If anybody wants to know, it's a D009 tail pattern here. And 32-inch bar. Let's see what this is. It's off my 372 XP. 4 pounds, 8 ounces even. 4 pounds, 8 ounces even. See where the steel bar is in length. Okay, on this one, the steel bar is actually a little longer. About a 1/4 inch. About a 1/4 inch longer. See where the steel lightweight. 3 pounds, 4.1 ounce. Put the laser up there. Tsumura ultralight, if you will. This is the same length exactly. No difference. And this is this steel pattern. 3 pounds, 7.0 ounces. So a little heavier than the steel. Not much, a little heavier. But still a nice lightweight bar. The Tsumura. This is also a steel. A lot of these I use steel pattern because I have the adapters. The Husky, you cannot go from a Husqvarna pattern bar to a steel saw, but you can, with the adapters, you can use the adapters to adapt a steel pattern tail pattern bar to a Husqvarna saw. So that's why most of my lightweight bars, with the exception of the Husqvarna X-Tough light bars, I buy them in steel tail pattern, which is a D025. So this is the same length. Tsumura, 32-inch. 3 pounds, 8 ounces even. Very nice, very nice. And let's go with the Husqvarna. These two should be identical, just about. And I think the Husqvarna is just a touch longer. Just a touch. Not, maybe an 1/8 inch. Maybe an 1/8 inch longer. I don't even know if it's a full 1/8 inch, but close enough. Okay, see what the Husky weighs. 3 pounds, 14.7 ounces. So that's a pretty good spread on the 32-inch bars. Pretty good spread. Now, let's talk durability. This I can show you. A little burn there. This actually happened. A friend of mine was using my 460, my MS 460, and we were bucking up some trees in his backyard, and the tree rolled a little bit. Didn't pinch the bar real bad, but he was able to pull the saw out. But he said it started running a little sluggish, and as soon as he handed me the saw, I could see that. That's a burn. That's a pinch. The saw got pinched and it started to burn. Or the bar got pinched and it started to burn right there. So I'm going to say the Tsumura on the durability, That's the only issue I've had with the Samura bar. So I can't judge everything on that, but I will say Samura durability, that's going to take a couple points away because it wasn't a bad pinch. If I wasn't there and I didn't know if I was not there and I didn't know the details of the pinch, I would say, the bar got pinched okay. But to pinch the bar, it was a mild pinch, and to start closing it in on the drivers, that to me was a little, I don't know, maybe I want to find a different bar out there. The laser bars, I haven't had any major issue with these, but I'll be honest, I don't have the hours on these that I have on the other bars to really be able to tell. And yes, these bars are clean. I take them off and clean them when I service my saws and clean my saws. So I'm pretty anal about that. So if you're wondering why they don't look like they're that used, I do service them and clean them. I clean the grooves and everything else. Every time I bring them back, I blow the saw off with compressed air, and I have a little video about that too. And clean the bars out. So, but anyway, the Samura Ultralight, the laser bars, I like I said, from what I can tell so far, not bad. They seem a little flimsy, but they've held up to everything I've put them through so far. I don't know how many cords I've cut with between this one and the 24 on different saws, but they seem to hold up okay. But again, they're not my top choice. My top two choices, I'll be upfront and honest, are number one is the Stihl ES light bar because they're light. They're lighter than everything else that I've tried, and they're more durable than everything else that I've tried. And second place would be the Husqvarna X-Tough light bar. Those two bars, and I'm not obviously I have plenty of other bars. I'm not a have to have OEM bars. They're the best guy. I'm just telling you what I've experienced through cutting wood, several cords of wood, and fallen trees. And you know, again, I try to be very, very careful about pinching my bars, but sometimes it happens. I'm going with Stihl number one, Husqvarna number two on the durability, and the Husqvarna X-Tough light bars are probably the heaviest. I'll have to look at the numbers because I didn't write them down. I wanted to keep the video going, but I would say they're probably the heaviest. So of the light bars, of the lightweight bars, they're still lightweight. They're still good. On my 395 XP, I have a 36-inch X-Tough light bar. I did not bring that out because I think I only have one other lightweight bar. It's a Neotech light bar, lightweight bar, and the first time I used it, it started to burn without being pinched. So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to recommend that. I'm not going to say don't buy it. I'm just not going to recommend that particular bar because I kind of steered away with it. It's been hanging on the wall ever since then. I haven't even fooled with it to get it out and see what's going on. But yeah, it started to burn. Not good. That doesn't tell me a lot about their durability. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe this video if you found anything good in it. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. And we're gonna keep. I'm gonna keep pushing these videos out as I have time to make them. Have a great day, guys, and saw safe.